Wow, guys, wow. We got anything else planned down here? Let me take a look. Let's get some, let's get some lo-fi on, but let's get it nice and low, all right? There we go. How's that? I got one viewer right now. So you can see I've got this weird camera setup going on right now. This is just to show you guys the production corner. I'm in the weather center. You can tell this is the newly built weather center, newly outfitted. Joe Gambita, Pittsburgh weather dude, has his first upcoming show for Keystone Prime right there at that jumbo wall coming up on Saturday. It's probably going to be around 2 p.m. that we will go live with that, and I hope to have it live. If not live, if we have some difficulties, then we'll have it on tape delay. But good morning. Good morning. Just kind of taking it easy, There's the viewbots from Kick already. So what are we talking about this morning, guys? What are we talking about? Well, I'll show you. First, let me check audio levels. Yeah, that's the way I like it right there. Let's check audio levels. Now, let's go over here to Pivotal, and we will take a look at the GFS in the upcoming days and week. Get a little bit of idea about the forecast coming up. So first thing I want to pull up before we even do that is going to be let's see here. Boop boop. If I didn't put hidden jokes in the stream for you, it wouldn't be funny now, would it? So, NWS Forecast Office, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast per the NWS for Pittsburgh. Let's just do that. Today you're looking at a high of 52 with patchy fog and then partly sunny. Tonight you're going down to a low of 39, mostly cloudy, and then a slight chance of rain. Look, about a 10% chance of rain overnight. Tuesday, a high of 57 with a 100% chance of rain. Definitely getting rain in the area. Tuesday night back down to 50, so pretty narrow. Low of 50 degrees there with rain. And let's see here. Wednesday, you're looking at a high of 58. 80% chance of rain, so it's going to rain the next couple of days there after today. Wednesday night going down to 28, so we're getting down under that freezing mark on Wednesday night. Mostly cloudy with a low of 28. Thanksgiving Day, your turkey day, it looks like your high is going to be 35 degrees. Mostly cloudy and breezy, but it is going to be cold there at 35 degrees. Thursday night, 30% chance of snow. 30% chance of snow showers, low of 25 degrees. And on Friday, a high of 34, mostly cloudy. There's your forecast. Just a little bit of a 7-day forecast. Now, let's get into the models here. For the GFS, let's set her into motion. High pressure exiting the region on Tuesday. That's when we're going to start getting that rain there in west central Pennsylvania. And here's where I start to get interested right there. About Thursday, early morning hours, late night hours on Wednesday, evening of Wednesday there. You're starting to get up there on the Erie Lake Shore, Erie up to about Buffalo, Erie to about Niagara actually. It's starting to show a little bit of blue. Now, how confident am I in that blue? Not very, because I'm going to show you right here. Look at that, 1010. Right on 528. Pressure 1010, you're at the 528 line there, 534 to the south. So yeah, be above the 540 line. Chance of snow along the lake shore there, but that snow, you get more of a chance of it, and it appears to get heavier and move down towards Cleveland as you go into Thursday morning. As we see the spread go throughout Thursday, we get further and further into the day. Some of the interiors, areas of western New York there, a little bit of a heavier rate of snow. Of course, we see snow stretching from Crawford County, Erie County, over across that northern tier, Warren, Tioga, those areas. Of course, let's continue this up. Yeah. Into Saturday and the overnights, we're going to have some more chances of snow in and around western New York. This is once again according to the GFS. And we get beyond my range of confidence as we're up into the 162, 174 hour. So that's the GFS. In the immediate, let's take a look at the NOM 3K. NOM 3K. There's the high pressure exiting the region. As we get into Tuesday, we get those rain chances exactly like the NWS forecast for this region stated. And then let's get into Wednesday and Thursday. See rain showers crossing the region again. Not getting that early snowfall. That's Sheets Winter Wonderland, by the way. Sheets Winter Wonderland. It's amazing flavor there. You can see this camera behind me, and for those of you that are just joining in, it's there's only 4 of you watching, but that's okay. I appreciate every one of you. I know that metrics have been garbage lately, and it sounds like everyone's metrics have been garbage lately. Industry's getting tough, man. Industry's getting tough, and I'm not a cute 35-year-old girl, not by any means. So, if you want to get upset about my use of terminology there, mauled. I don't care. Dudes, I'm old, man. I feel so old. So, but take a look at the models there. You can see. See that? It's coming in gray now. It wasn't like that when I shaved my head years ago. Alright. From here, let's go back into the models. Not the models, but let's check out something else. I just wanted to check out day 1. Let's go to the day 1. Currently, for today, slight risk of storms from eastern Texas up into northern Louisiana. Try Gemini, go away. Up into Louisiana, southern Arkansas. Down in that region, we're looking at 5% risk of tornadoes, surrounded by a bullseye. That's a bullseye surrounded by 2% risk of tornadoes in through Mississippi and further out into Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. You got a 15% chance of strong winds and a 15% with the crosshatch in eastern Texas there of large hail, with the same 5% tornado area overspread overall with a 15% risk of hail. Moving on to the day 2 outlook, marginal risk of severe weather down in Dixie, 2% risk of tornadoes overspreading, 5% chance of damaging wind, 5% smaller area there, 5% chance of damaging hail, large and damaging hail. Let's move on to the day 3. Looks like the entirety of the East Coast is encompassed in a general thunderstorm risk. That's going to be for Wednesday. That is the day 3 for Wednesday there. And the day 4 through 8 outlook, as you can expect this time of year, to be blank. Good morning. Hey Josh, how you doing, man? JN Photography. Josh, how are you, bud? Been exhausted myself here lately. I've been working only 3 of my multiple jobs as of late, and it's a heavy time of year. It's Very exhausting, very exhausting. But I wanted to do a stream just to hang out with everybody this morning, to say hi, get your day started. Now here in about a half hour, I'm going to get my kid out of bed and get him ready for school, get him on the bus. Will I cut the stream off at that point? Will I not? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. So, let's pull up Bear and Threaten It. Go ahead and set that into motion. Yeah, all across the region, quiet as can be. Quiet as can be. I had nothing going on today. It's going to be great, by the way. I encourage everybody to get out today. There's one Pittsburgh area meteorologist and one Harrisburg area meteorologist that I saw last night said, if you decorate the outside of your house and all that type of thing, today's going to be a good day to do it. It's going to be 50 degrees, 52 degrees. It's going to be calm. Nothing to complain about. Viewers dropping like flies. I'm sorry I'm not that entertaining first thing in the morning. Doing pretty good. Have a great Thanksgiving. You know I plan on it, bud. You do the same thing too. If it looks weird, like I'm kind of like looking off camera, there's a monitor right over there. Yeah, right over there, which is where the stream output is, and my microphone is right in between the two monitors. What you're looking at me through right now is actually a laptop. I kind of want to show this off again. Look at this. I'm in the weather center. I've been building this weather center in the spare room of my apartment. There's the production corner. I've got a Sony ZV-1F aimed at the bald spot on my head. Gotta love that. All the best angles. So, realistically, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing fine. There's only 2 of you in the chat, and Josh has already told me how he's doing, so who else is watching? Alright. Get to know everybody. I put my Sensation Surf Rescue hoodie on in August, and I haven't taken it off. I guess that's just who I am now. Let's get back to that one scene display. Sorry if I sound croaky, guys. And then up above me here, I can even show you. Up above me here is another monitor. That has Skywarn and other such ham radio frequencies on it. A site that I use called Repeater Book. If you're a ham radio operator, you know very well about Repeater Book. Very well! Repeater Book, it's beautiful. And I'm going to be programming the radio for Truck 1. This is the code plug it has in it right now. But I kind of want a different code plug. Kind of want a home code plug, you know. I've got one that says New Radio 2025. I think that has a ton of stuff in it. I mean, New Radio 2025, I think that has like Florida and Georgia and Tennessee and everything in there. This truck was originally slated to be my tropical truck. Truck 1 was, but I decided I like it too much. So it gets to stay with me all the time. Truck 3 is now the designated tropical truck. Everybody would know that if you watch the wintertime fleet update. That video is on YouTube right now. It will be making its Facebook and Twitter premieres next week. Always give them a week on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube first to do nice and terrible before I release them to other platforms where they will do nice and terrible. Let's see. I'll just use this one and I'll make a clone. Save as. I'll just put home zone. Now let's go through and clip out everything I'm not going to need. 145, 210 is actually incorrect. That's 145, 290. Glad I caught that. It's one of the wake-up alarms. I couldn't sleep last night, so got everything still in place. Allegheny, Beaver, Ambridge. There's a lot in here. Let's get through Washington, Westmoreland, Crawford, Erie. Okay, Berks County. Shift delete. That's not a home zone channel. Not really up on carbon. You might notice if you're a radio guy, even stuff that's supposed to be tone only, I have marked as transmit squelch, because I can't remember what was tone only and what's not anymore, and I don't want to get interrupted by static bursts. Side note to any ham radio club executives that may watch this at a later date, I know what I'm talking about. I was a commercial radio technician for a long time. I'm sure you do too. But if you have the transmit side of your repeater programmed right now to transmit without a PL tone, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Put a PL tone on it so I don't have to listen to static bursts all the time. It makes me not want to use your repeater. And in ham radio right now, the vast majority of the time that all repeaters are on the air, it's just silence punctuated by them sending out their own call sign. Because the hobby's in trouble. Alright? So why don't you make it a little user-friendly? And I've heard this excuse too. I've heard, well, old Clem has an old ICOM portable from the 80s and he can't have PL on the receive. It'll only do CSQ. Well, that's okay. Clem's radio will still work if you put PL tones on the transmit side of the repeater. You don't need to be able to receive the PL to receive the repeater when it has a PL tone. Okay, I'm just reiterating that. Hurts nothing. Please turn it on. So let's go down through the list here. There's Carbon, Chester. I'm not going to Chester on a day trip. Clinton County, yeah, Dauphin, Delco. Actually, not even Dauphin, not Delco. Lackawanna, there's Somerset, Belmont, Columbiana, Coshocton, Tuscarawas, Guernsey, Columbus, Cincy, Lima, Ashland. Yeah, there's a lot in there. Dark, Defiance, Geauga, Xenia, Knox, Mentor, Licking, Lorraine, Toledo, Pomeroy, Fort Recovery, Miami, Canton, Akron, Cuyahoga Falls, Bryant, Albany, Bronx. Okay, that's getting into New York. So let's go ahead and select everything below that and get rid of it. I heard a ding. Let me check my notes, man. Does anybody ever actually read LinkedIn Snacks? I don't know how I wound up signed up to it. Here we go. Just having a morning, bro. Having a fucking morning here. Been working on networking mostly when it comes to this weather industry stuff over the past couple of weeks. Hell, ever since the Erie Lake effect and the day after it, there's not been much to do. Been about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks maybe. About a week and a half. Now let's jack all of the additional frequencies in there. That I would need. There we go. Sorry if I'm looking up and off to the side. That's where all my frequencies are. Let's see, we need to put in 2, 2, 2. And I'm going to do the repeaters that have system fusion. That one looks attractive. Only system fusion. Station 184 in Allegheny County. Four, 44445. That's going to be Mount Washington. It is a 103 PL tone. As a matter of fact, I recognize that frequency, 450. Yeah, I think that's the repeater that was over in Carnegie. I'm not a native Pittsburgher, by the way, so sorry everybody that just cringed when I said Carnegie. Carnegie. Now let's go to the Butler ones are already in there. Let's go to Center County. It's going to be way on down here. I'm not going to Chester County on a day trip either. $444,850. Center County. TL 100 there. Yeah, if you've ever wondered how two-way radios do what they do, if you've ever wondered how two-way radios do what they do, you're looking at it. This is programming right here. This is how they get placed on frequency. This is how you do it these days. Gone are the days, I mean, you can get a radio where you can key everything in, and all of these radios operate that way if you really want to, but VFO operations are so 1990. It's not where it is anymore. Now, Meadville, I would like to do the conversion here to make all of the System Fusion ones transmit first in System Fusion. That way I know which ones they are. Also, anybody around Butler, don't feel bad, I'm not native to Pittsburgh either. Yeah, Josh, you're, God, where are you out of? You're out of, like, Somerset, Cambria, over that way? If I remember correctly. There's a new repeater on an old pair, by the way, in Butler County. If you're from up this way, the 4437 machine has been moved out of Winfield Township. It's now a DMR machine, and it is operating out of West Sunbury. So we finally got a DMR machine up here. Now let's take a look at Crawford, Pennsylvania, 145, 130, and 147, 030. Crawford, there we are. Okay, that's both of those. So all I have to do is change them to DN. Elk, Rigway. I can put that in the list. (147) Union and Northumberland. Okay, I got you there. I got you. Yeah, you always get that good central Pennsylvania footage. More than that, you actually know where to go in central Pennsylvania to be able to see something. That's impressive all on its own. I hate chasing central Pennsylvania for everything except for snow just because of that. Let's see. Erie, Pennsylvania, the 610 and the 820. 610. And an 820. The 820 isn't on here. So let's make it on here. Hanging out and programming today. So let's see. Go down to Fayette County, Uniontown, and Hopwood. Neither one of the ones I have for Fayette is that, so let's get this done. 442025. 443750. And this is just the radio for truck 1. But I can make a clone of this and just grab it and put it in the the one in truck 2 as well. Look at that radar, man. That is pain. Okay. Okay, Georgeville looks like a fusion only machine. 442850. Four 4975 is a multi-mode. Okay. Not going to Lackawanna. My day-to-day life. Nor Lancaster. There's a few in Lawrence. Four 43625 and 444725. $7:30. About 10 more minutes till I get the kid out of bed. Elwood City and Newcastle. Alright, let's keep it moving. I'm not going to Lebanon. Not going to Lehigh. Not as a matter of daily occurrence. Let's see, there's one up there in Northumberland, but I don't really go there. Schuylkill. Somerset. There's 3 of them in Somerset. Let's take a look at Somerset. I do occasionally go to Somerset. 146, 760 and 443, 150. None of them. So there's 3 of them there. Let's add them. 146, 625. With a 1, 2, 3. And where is that located? Central City? Four, 500. And that one is in Myersdale. Well, 2 of them are in Myersdale. I'll just say this one is Myersdale. Of course, that is also a 1, 2, 3. And then 443, 725 on Mount Davis. That one's got a different PL tone, 127. Washington County, 145, 490. Where did I go? I'm down here. Washington County. 145, 490. Okay, it's right there. It's already in there. Change that transmit to DN. And then several in Westmoreland. A bunch in Westmoreland. See, 145, 150 is one of them. All right. And that just means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them to put in. All right. 145, 150 is already in, so 145, 440 in Greensburg. And that is fusion only. $146, $490. That's in Derry. What is that, a +1? No, that's a simplex. That's why. That's a hot spot. I'm not so big on those. 146, 670. Okay, that is a dual mode, and that's going to be located where? Jeanette. I see there's another Greensburg as well. So, let's do this. Where's the other Greensburg? At Jeanette is also going to be a 131. The other Greensburg. The other Greensburg. There it is. 442, 150. And then the other Jeanette, 444075. Then there is a new Ken, 444525. And then York. I'm not going to York. Well, that's a pretty good code plug, I think, right there. Let's go ahead and save that. And here's what I'll do. We'll just boop all of this. And we'll copy it. And then we'll open the FTM 200 programmer. There's home chase day. We'll go right down here. You know what? I'm going to hold off on that one. Because I forgot. My FTM 200 is Mars equipped. So I have GMRS in there as well. Might confuse things, muddle things quite a bit. So I'll have to do some more stuff on that one. Alright. Going on 7:40, 7:39 in the morning right now. 7:40. Got to get the kid out of bed. Got to get his day started. Got to go get him on the bus. So what I'm going to do is I'll throw up a forecast loop. I'll throw up a forecast loop and turn up the music a little bit, and I'll be back in a little while. We'll see how it goes. Here on the channel Keystone Prime. I'll be back. Yes, people, yes. 5 viewers on right now. I'll take you back. All right, man. Looking at you right now, huh? Or over here. Welcome back to the program. We're just streaming today. We're kind of BSing. I'll show you a little bit of a bigger view of this corner that I work in. Now, there's a lot more in here. I'll give you a little 360 here. Take a look over here. There's a studio light. There's the closet. Got the jumbo wall behind me. My wife's set is over there. And then the production corner right over here. Gotta love it, gotta love it. Let's go back to the display. We're just gonna do some surfing today. We're gonna do some Twitter surfing, man. Sports, tools. Thomas Nepshield here, field correspondent for the Foliage Report. Storm Chaser Thomas Nepshield. Got a dude running, man. What? Who does? Is this Nick? Yeah, that's Nick. And Nick's got a pretty bright future, I believe. Motor 1. There's just so much boiled egg on a slice of pizza. There's so much nothing on this site. Honda Fits, by the way. Honda Fits have invaded my timeline. Oh, Andrea Peterson makes me sad. Marcus Reynolds ruptured a tendon in his finger. What's on the following tab? What are people I actually follow doing? Oh yeah, somebody stole a Beamer from the parking garage at the Cleveland Clinic. Turns out it was one of the valets, because you can't have anything these days no matter where you go. Oh wow. See, like, this is my following page. There is so much stuff, like Como News. I don't follow Como News. Sports. Randy Rico. Alright, what are we looking at? 511. PA Erie. Moving road work on I-80 eastbound between 0 miles west of exit Ohio line and 1.2 miles east of exit PA 760 north, PA 18 Sheritage Hermitage. Sharon Hermitage, not Sheritage. There is a lane restriction. So that's something to bear in mind. That's been there for a long time here at this point. That shutdown section on I-80. If you're going to be chasing lake effect snow at all, know about that if you're coming out of Ohio. I would recommend going up to Interstate 90 and coming over to Erie if you're going to chase that way. Lightning in DFW. It's in the 60s and 50s in Louisiana. Double rainbow. I don't read fucking books. What? I don't even know what to say this morning. Let's see what the news from Pittsburgh is. Alright, so the area forecast discussion from PBC this morning. Dry and quiet weather today. Rain chances return tomorrow morning and continue into Wednesday. Cold temperatures and lake effect snow chances increase Thanksgiving Day and Friday. With clear, calm overnight conditions, patchy river valley fog may develop near daybreak. Otherwise, the day will remain quiet and dry under high pressure. Upper and mid-level clouds will gradually spread from the south ahead of an approaching disturbance. Afternoon high temperatures will trend a few degrees above average. For the short term, Tuesday, key messages: rain is returning. A closed upper level low over the Rocky Mountains is expected to transition into an open wave trough over the next 24 hours and move east, bringing in warm, moist air just before daybreak Tuesday. The probability of measurable rain increases in eastern Ohio over 80% between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. in western Pennsylvania between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. Steady rain is likely through early afternoon, supported by a deep moisture profile with precipitable water values near 1 inches. As the dry slot approaches from the west, rain coverage should become more scattered from early afternoon into late evening, and by sunset, rainfall totals are expected to range from 0.3 to 0.6 inches with localized higher amounts south of Pittsburgh. However, there is only a 10% chance of amounts exceeding an inch. In the long term, isolated showers will persist Tuesday night into early Wednesday, accompanied by mild conditions as southwest flow strengthens ahead of a trough moving into the Midwest. With dew points in the low to mid-50s, overnight and early morning temperatures are expected to run above 20 degrees above average. By early Wednesday afternoon, the trough will deepen over the Great Lakes and evolve into a closed upper level low. Despite this, continued warm air advection ahead of a cold front under strong southwesterly flow will allow shallow instability to develop during peak heating Wednesday. Surface instability values may reach 50 to 150 joules per kilogram between 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. As the cold front approaches and shower coverage increases, some gusty conditions may accompany isolated heavier showers. Depending on the depth of the instability, brief bursts of 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts within showers cannot be ruled out. Between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., the cold front will likely have shifted mostly east of the region. In the wake of the cold front, chilly conditions are expected early Thanksgiving morning, with temperatures hovering near freezing and wind gusts pushing wind chills into the teens. Cold air advection over the relatively warm waters of Lake Erie will also support the return of lake effect snow chances before dawn on Thursday. With initially westerly flow, snow showers will mainly be focused north of our county warning area. So that's the snow that we were seeing on the GFS up in Erie for Thanksgiving morning there. As boundary layer winds turn northwesterly Tuesday afternoon and evening, lake effect snow showers will become more persistent across Venango, Mercer, and Forest counties. Winter weather headlines may be needed north of Pittsburgh Thursday into Friday for the potential of heavy snowfall amounts within lake effect snow bands. Strengthening high pressure moving in from the west will likely reduce lake effect snow chances Saturday morning. Long-range ensemble guidance will also suggest a return to milder conditions on Sunday as the broad upper-level trough over the northeast shifts offshore and deep southwesterly flow develops with a new trough forming near California. If you would like me to just read the forecast in my radio voice, I can absolutely do that. Bill Millington, Bill Mill on the Hill in Finleyville. How you doing, bud? Good to hear from you. Bill Millington has liked the stream there. All right, that is awesome. Because I can read the area forecast discussion every day if you'd like. Let's see what else PBZ has to say here. Lauren Bostwick checking in from DFW there. Storms today. Heavy rain will continue this morning across North Texas. A severe threat is likely to ignite for counties to the south and east of the Metroplex this afternoon. If there is a break between the storms and the sun shines ahead of the line, thunderstorms, things could get dicey. The yellow slight risk area has a chance of severe weather, including hail, damaging winds, and a low-end tornado threat. Flooding will be a main concern through the afternoon. Turn around, don't drown. Central northern Texas. Bit of a lookout there for Centex. Delivered by meteorologist Lauren Bostwick there. Former Weather Nation, Lauren Bostwick. Andrea Michaels, she's becoming a favorite of mine to watch her lives. She does really well with social media live streams. Doing good, listening in from work. That's good, Bill. Man, it's good to hear from you. There on Facebook, Bill Millington, longtime friend of the channel. Bill Millington's been with us for a couple of years now as a supporter. Always love to hear from Bill. Andrea Michaels, Fox 43, weather impact forecast out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You're talking south central Pennsylvania. For the next 12 hours, if you're out there in south central Pennsylvania, you're looking at currently standing in the high 30s. That's going to be going up to 51 degrees by 2 p.m. and back down to 45 degrees by sundown. Seven-day forecast for Harrisburg, once again, still from Andrea Michaels, Fox 43, chief meteorologist. Look at Monday, today, high of 54 with a low of 38. Tuesday, scattered showers, high of 50 with a low of 47. Into Wednesday, couple of showers, partly cloudy, high of 63. Dropping down to 35 at night, going into Thursday with a high of 43 on Thanksgiving for Harrisburg. Blustery, colder, mostly cloudy, going down to 30 on Thanksgiving night. And that will give you plenty of cold to stand in on Friday. Black Friday morning, blustery, few flurries, getting up to 40 degrees on Friday with a low of 27 Friday night. Rolling into the weekend, they're partly cloudy, 42 degrees on Saturday, 32 low, and on Sunday, a chance of showers, mostly cloudy, 44 degree high and 40 degree low. That's for the Harrisburg metropolitan area, for the Harrisburg DMA there. My. A lot going on Twitter this morning. Same slop as usual. Let's take a look at the Facebook, man. Let's look at Facebook. Let's see all of the thought ads I get on Facebook here. Ray Pedalin. Meteorologist Ray Pedalin. He always posts family stuff. It's always super wholesome. Ryan Shepard advertising his Storm of Passion documentary. Chris Warren. Twitch. This is a guy that I spent some time growing up with in the very, very early 2000s. This guy, Chris Warren, that is the radio DJ Twitch from 106.5. No, not 106.5. That would be Y101. Radio DJ Twitch from Y101 back around the turn of the millennium in 2003, 2004, 2002. Somewhere in there. Glad to see he's doing good. Hey, if you're into classic cars, the YouTube channel Buff's Garage. Buff from Buff's Garage appears to be having a Black Friday sale of all of his non-running crap. He's getting rid of cars in the yard. Of course, he's going to be churning cars over and getting other stuff running and making great content there. Buff from Buff's Garage. I guess the Macy's parade is going to be on. Yesterday. Was that yesterday? No, that's usually on Thanksgiving, isn't it? Maybe they're rehearsing. Hey, there's me. Candace Aravet here. The Galapagos tortoise. You know, when you're talking about weather Twitter and you're talking about the weather industry and the community at large there, I think Candace gets a little bit of a bad rap. She's actually doing really well in meteorology school. I've been keeping up with her and talking to her every now and then. She's been doing good, getting great grades. I hope she does well. I hope she does well up there in North Dakota. Pole Barn Garage is at 300,000 subscribers. Hemi 5.7 liter performance builds. You know how you performance build a Hemi 5.7 liter engine? You leave it the hell alone. It's perfect as it is. It's not stressed. Everybody's like, you know what I'd like to do with my engine that likes to drop lifters and has MDS flutter issues and leaks constantly? Let's compress more power into it. That's a great idea. If you can't get along with the respectable 300 plus horsepower that engine makes, you don't need to performance build your Hemi. You need to go get a 6.2. Or preferably something that doesn't explode. Getting ready for the Poverty Tour for next year. Full-size Jeep enthusiast. Some guy rebuilding an AMC 401. Meteorologist Chris Nunley. Former Weather Nation meteorologist Chris Nunley there. Dumping snow east of Colorado Springs. This picture was 35 miles east of the springs in Callahan. Anna Munster's yard is a winter wonderland. That looks beautiful. Look at that. Do you think that looks beautiful? I do. Cassie Fry. Mason and I are collecting infinite body fluids like they're infinity stones, but it's okay. Look at the face. She just recently had a baby. They just recently welcomed their son, their first child, Bo. Congratulations to both of them Keystone Prime alumnus. Wish them the best of luck. This is all we're doing. We're just scrolling through. Guy considering selling his truck for $20,000. A 1997 brick nose. F350 with the 7.3 power stroke and a manual transmission. $20,000. Insanity. Josh Shapiro under investigation. Jenny Hagan. Jenny Hagan's always a bright spot in my feed. I mean, I love what she's been doing the past couple of years. If you don't know about her, she's a storm chaser and a journalist up in Canada. I believe she lives in Saskatchewan. I cannot remember the name of the town she covers. Eric Fox, Weather Nation's Eric Fox, Ryan Scholl. People worrying about Muslim terror attacks. We already know what you got to do to deal with that. We went through all of that during the 9/11 era. I remember it quite clearly. There was a great video that was released by the, what was the name of that agency? I can't remember the name of the damn agency. Was it ASIS? Yeah, I think it was ASIS. I've got a degree from George Washington University from ASIS that was given to me for free that I've never used on counterterrorism. So if you weren't alive yet, or if you were alive but too young to have been involved during just after 9/11, the government threw a ton of money at private security interests for training and target hardening, counterterrorism measures. And I worked for the largest mall security company in the world at the time as a supervisor. And we all had to take this course from ASIS that basically told you how to harden your mall against terror attacks. Of course, none of it involved, give anybody a gun. Let's not do something effective. Instead, it focused on noticing, and then we were instantly berated for noticing. We were told it was racist to notice anything. So it was a tough spot to be in, is what I'm saying. And they had us watch this movie that was made called The Last Best Chance. And it starred, as the President of the United States, it starred Fred Thompson, which is hilarious to me because Fred Thompson was an actor, and I want to say he was on Law and Order or something like that. One of those cop drama shows. And Fred Thompson in real life ran for president on the Republican ticket every election cycle for most of my life that I could remember. And he never won a primary. I'm not sure he ever won a state. But then he got picked to play the President of the United States in a movie called Last Best Chance. Was it Last Best Chance or Last Best Hope? Something like that. That was about the collapse of the Soviet Union and fissile materials going missing and people building dirty bombs. And to me, it looked like they left it on a cliffhanger. But it looked to me like the attack that was being planned in that movie was successful. And it was a training film for security industry supervisors. That was the closest Fred Thompson ever got in his lifetime to being the president, was playing the president on a training film. Now look at this. Up in Cedarhurst, New York, 2016 Chevy Caprice PPV for sale for $10,350. It's an awfully specific number. Like, they want to make sure they get the extra $350 there. These things were missiles. And they were very expensive when they were new. They're still very expensive now that they're used. But they were incredibly fast. I mean, incredibly fast. And the reason why is because they weren't really Chevrolets. They were Holdens from Australia. I can't remember what Holden. I want to say that this was another version of the Commodore, the Holden Commodore. We got, oddly enough too, these were never sold to civilians. That car was never sold to, mirrored, yeah. This car over here was never sold to civilians. It was only sold to police departments as new buyers in the United States. However, GM did release the Chevrolet SS, which was an even more badass, faster version of this car, and the Pontiac G8, which I believe the Pontiac G8 was also available with that supercharged motor and a 6-speed stick shift. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was. I know the SS was. Let's keep taking a look. Looks like they got a car arsonist in Dayton going around. If you live in Dayton, Ohio, keep an eye on it. Tires for sale. Pymatuning State Park in Ashtabula County, Ohio has unveiled 10 brand new one-bedroom cabins as part of a $17.5 million investment, the largest made this year to a state park in Northeast Ohio. I've been to Pymatuning. If you haven't been to Pymatuning, you should go. It's twin state parks. You got a giant lake that's Pymatuning, and then on the west side you have an Ohio State Park, and on the east side you have a Pennsylvania State Park. Absolutely beautiful. Very pretty over there. The outbound Parkway East remains closed after a vehicle fire this morning. Oh, and I bet you that happened in that construction zone. No, it didn't. It didn't. It's in the city. You can see back there, it's in the city of Pittsburgh. Really bad drum brakes. Political stuff. Well, a friend of mine, really good dude, Tyler Leff. He had the nickname B-Hole. He was a firefighter with me at Fairview, Station 250 in Ross Township. Holla. Really good dude. I think he owns a couple of vehicles that he rents out for movies now. Huh. Uh-oh, a blob map. I should probably follow Max. Blob map Thanksgiving travel conditions. I mean, he's not wrong. It is kind of what it looks like. Man. So, just kind of been watching me flip through social media and ramble about what I see. That's pretty cool. Oh, what Cam Kezar post? Aw. Did someone say frog? Fog, not frog. That's my brain. Cam's a sweetheart. She's another correspondent for the Foliage Report. Let's take a look. Back again to the models. So we went over the models earlier, but that was around 7 o'clock this morning. And a few of you probably tuned in since then, I would imagine. There was only 2 viewers this morning. There's 4 more now. So let's go ahead and pull up the GFS. Just want to show you what we're looking at with precipitation depiction here. It's the type and rate and the 1,000 to 500 millibar thickness dam. High pressure exiting the region, and here comes that rain that was forecasted. And then we're going to see those lake effect snow showers start. That's into Thursday, overspreading the area. So let's just kind of break this down a little bit, take a little bit of a look here. Got a nice little period of lake effect snow. Of course, the usual band from Erie to Buffalo, you're going to see that spreading out to Ashtabula right around 1 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, and out through maybe Watertown, New York, on down to Cleveland. You're looking there. And we're going to see that be persistent throughout the day on Thursday. It starts overspreading the northern tier of Pennsylvania, Tioga, Warren, Crawford, Erie counties. You see it there. It's getting down into Elk, Jefferson, getting towards Venango. Yeah, ended Venango, towards Clarion, Mercer County, Pennsylvania. It's got that Cleveland to Buffalo slide there. Southtowns, Buffalo, New York. Looks like you'd be increasing in snowfall rate right there around 10 o'clock at night on Thanksgiving, getting in towards Friday. It just continues down the I-86, I-90 corridors, I-80 corridor there, some small areas of it, I-90 towards Ohio. So that tapering off on Saturday. Yeah. So that's the GFS for you. Let's take a look at the NOM. And only goes to 84 hours right now, and that's actually perfectly fine. High pressure exiting the region, liquid precipitation coming in, and then the start of the lake effect snow, and that's near the end of the currently loaded period, but it's showing the same thing. Same thing. And I just wanted to go over that. This realistically for our area up here, there is nothing on the nothing for severe weather. The SPC outlook is unchanged, although I would imagine probably a general to be put in place for Wednesday. Not a big deal. We're getting out of our second season. We're still in second season. Make no mistake, but like hurricane season, there's a peak, and I wish I had a graph, but I don't for this region here. Maybe I'll make a graphic to depict this at some point. I'll make a graphic to depict this at some point. We're coming down the backside of second season as we get in towards the end of November in the Northeast. Anybody who grew up in the Northeast of the Mid-Atlantic, or Dixie, but Dixie's a whole different animal. Dixie will give you a strong EF4 tornado at 11:30 at night in January. I watched it happen, okay? So, Dixie's a whole different animal. The Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, you know, I can remember growing up in Richmond, Virginia, Central Virginia, and we would have these events for many years running. We'd have these events, you'd get into September, October, especially around Halloween time. All that stuff with the wind howling and, you know, the haunted houses and the owls hooting and all that stuff. It came from somewhere. It's the bad weather in the Mid-Atlantic right around in the Northeast. It's like where a lot of those stories are based, happening right around Halloween time. And yeah, it's as advertised. You would get these severe thunderstorms, spin up tornadoes after dark when the Jet Max kicks in October and into early November. Myself intercepted tornadoes on Route 422, 5 miles down the street from my house, back in 2021 in late October, October 21st of 2021, at nighttime, live on video. See the tube going across the road and popping power flashes, leaving debris behind. You know, you get that second season buzz, but I think it's wearing off. It's wearing off overall, just because the time of year we're getting into, starting to get towards, we're in cozy season, you're starting to get towards Christmas season. You know, you're going to have less and less of a chance in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, Upper Midwest for severe weather as we get closer to December. Once again, Dixie, not so much. If you're watching from Alabama and you've lived in Dixie for longer than 10 years, you probably know better than I do. My notification's so loud. I did order a cheap Hohem AI-assisted gimbal off of the internet from a Facebook ad. So when that shows up, I'm going to be testing that out. You guys will get to see that. I also will be getting, SpeedTech Lights sent me a dual color amber and white multicolor 6-head traffic advisor that's been waterproofed as a test out. And that's going on the front of the roof basket on truck 1. I'll be able to use that as a warning light, but also I'll be able to override that to a steady white flood. So I'll have a front-facing flood bar. That'll be nice. I'll make a video out of installing that, and I'll post it up on YouTube. And like I always do, like everything I post on YouTube, a week later, I'll post it up on Facebook and X. Currently, the YouTube video that is up on YouTube from the channel is going to be why am I seeing this? This video right here, KPWX Winter 2025 Fleet Upgrade. We go over all 4 trucks in the fleet. Just do a brief overview of where they are right now, what's going on. All 4 of them are running, all 4 of them are doing good. And that brings me to my next order of business here. Right here. The Butler Spirit of Christmas Parade. Christmas through the decades. So Saturday, November 29th, that's this upcoming Saturday. The pre-parade activities are 2 to 5 p.m. and I believe the parade itself starts at 6, but I could be wrong. It might start at 5. if you're out there by 5, you're going to get a good seat. Just put it to you that way. Bring you a camp chair. Come on down Butler, Pennsylvania, Main Street in Butler, Pennsylvania. We're going all the way down Main Street with this parade, from one end to the other. And come down, see myself, see Pittsburgh weather dude, Joe Gambita, chief meteorologist for Keystone Prime Weather, Joe Gambita. Both of us are going to be out there. We're going to be in Truck 1, the fully marked Storm Chase Squad. We're going to be lit up like a Christmas tree, quite literally. The truck is already decorated for the parade. Got a bunch of nice pine garlands and wreaths on it. They are lit, so we're going to have Christmas lights on the truck. It'll be great. We're going to be out there doing the parade, and as we get closer, we might do a little bit of a fan greet somewhere around there. Somewhere in Butler, maybe in the township. We'll figure it out. Also, on that day, probably around 2 to 3 p.m., sometime around there on Saturday, you're going to be getting a live edition of Joe's segment, Steel City Primecast. This jumbo wall right behind me. Joe's going to be doing the forecast on Saturday, 2 or 3 p.m., somewhere around there. And if we can't make the live work, which if there's any problem running it, we will forestall it, but we will release it within that time frame as a pre-recorded video. Just getting used to the way everything is set up here. I mean, come on, there's... I showed you earlier, but let's see here. Yeah, there's studio lights all around me. Lighting behind the TVs, lighting on the floor. We're trying, man. Ooh, we are trying. So yeah, I encourage all the bros, come on down. Ladies are invited too. Come on down. Spirit of Christmas Parade, Butler, Pennsylvania. Saturday, November 29th, 5 or 6 p.m., somewhere around there. Should be starting. Don't forget to tune in for the live show, 2 or 3 p.m. We will solidify things as we get closer. I've got to consult with Joe and figure out how he wants to get the forecast processed, whether he's going to do his own or whether we're going to use Barron or whether we're going to use the NWS blend of models, what we're going to do, so that I can make the production slides for the graphic show to go on the jumbos. It'll be great. Now those jumbos over there, I'll show you. Those jumbos over there, on the back of this monitor is a little computer. Runs both of those screens, so I can put weather-wise up there. I can put graphics packages up there. We can go to social media and put social media up there during segments. We can do a lot over here. Is it the very, very best computer you can buy? No. No. Very little RAM. It runs slow. You know, if you want us to have a high-end computer, then, you know, you can always help. People can always help. They can. You can like and subscribe. You can share this around. You can share with your friends on social media so that we get more likes and more eyes and more clicks and qualify for monetization. That would be really nice. So currently, I'm going to say this, guys. I've been known before as the wallet guy, as the money guy, you know, chase for money. I keep my integrity next to my wallet, all that good stuff. And a lot of that is for bravado, but a lot of that is true. If it wasn't for getting paid, I probably wouldn't be chasing. But I do want you to know, when it comes to getting paid, I'm an independent contractor. I'm represented by a media brokerage company, okay? And everybody knows who that media brokerage company is. And by the way, there's live streams from the field. Any of you news media people watching, those live streams from the field are available in the Live Storms Media CDN. You can always get those and use them for your newscast. You just got to pay a small fee, all right? You have multi-million-dollar market caps. You can pay a small fee. Just talk to your program director. Talk to your news director. Get it done. If you don't have access to that CDN, you can contact Brett at livestormsmedia.com and you can get access to it. You can have my live stream from my dashboard when we're in the field as much as you want. Just help a brother out, okay? This stuff all costs money. Everything can't be free. You're not going to get a good product if you rely just on people, who, yeah, can we have this for free? And the video is, oh my God, holy shit, fuck! You're not going to get that from normies. On the other hand, social media viewers, people, I want you to know that every time you see a social media stream from me, the one that we're doing now, if you see anything in the foliage report, if you see any of that, if you see look live packages placed on social media, the streams that go to social media, see this stream here with all this warning stuff at the bottom and the radar and all that stuff, when you see that on social media and I'm out in the field, I'm not monetized anywhere for social media. Anywhere. Because I dropped below thresholds, okay? Some time ago, I dropped below thresholds. And it's no longer monetized. So what you're seeing, I'm doing it because I like doing it, okay? I'm showing you what I'm seeing because I like having you guys along. I might be a mercenary when it comes to this business, but I'm going to be honest with my followers, with people, and most of you are people that I know personally. Most of you are people that I've met before, whether we've met in the field, you're another storm chaser, you're another field correspondent. I've many friends now who are national level field correspondents. By the way, I'm always available. So, people that I've met, people that I know, people that I respect, most of you are. People that I work with, at other places, people I've been friends with for years or decades. So I'm out here doing this, and I might have sponsor tags. You see up at the top, mobile must have. I've got to mention them every time I do a stream. And it's not part of the contract because things get tricky, but I don't have to mention them every time, and I don't have to show the logo every time, but I do because they support me. All of you support me one way or another, and I appreciate that. You see WeatherWise up there at the top of the screen. You're seeing WeatherWise right below me here, and that's because I have the pro version of WeatherWise for free because they're cool like that. We have a deal through the brokerage. I have a deal, all right? I get it for free, and it's an excellent product, and I've contributed to the product. Did you know you can go into WeatherWise and turn on the foliage report mapping? That came from me. Mobile Must Have, I'm going to say RoamLink, Mobile Must Have, they have been excellent. They asked for nothing. They asked for no security promises. They asked for no money. And I didn't ask them for money. I didn't. They don't pay me money. They have given me 3 routers, one for each of the trucks, Peplink BR1 minis, 5Gs, and in truck 1 it supplements my Starlink. In the other 2 trucks it's the primary source of my data stream. When we're out here streaming, they gave me free service, free routers, free antennas, and they are great antennas. The antennas are installed on trucks 1 and truck 3. It's not on truck 2 just because the antenna is over a foot wide, and I realistically actually don't have any room on top of truck 2 to mount it. I have 2 air gains up there, but man, they've been great. They've been great. I can't recommend them enough. Cannot recommend them enough, I will say that. And Welcome Home Property Management, Butler, Pennsylvania. 412-716-2108. That's 412-716-2108. I would give out their website, but they don't have one. And let me see if I can pull them up. Are they on Facebook? I don't know if the company's on Facebook or not. We'll try. They were on Facebook at one time. Yep, there they are. There they are. I think something's up with that, though. If I remember correctly, the owner of this page said something was up with this particular page. But that's them. Home handyman needs appliance repair, landscaping, hardscaping, leaf removal, snow removal. Last year we bought an old snowplow, and this year I've almost got it functional. So, call us. Call us. I work for this company, okay? So odds are, you call, you're going to get one of two dudes or two dudes. And one of them might be me. So, anything you need, give them a call. 412-716-2108. They also have a 724 phone number, which I believe is 9916118. Don't quote me on that. You will always get somebody with the 412 number. So just have to mention these companies because, I work with companies that I respect and I work with companies that I like. Live Storms Media, Weather Nation TV, The Foliage Report, Welcome Home Property Management, Mobile Must Have, Weatherwise, all these. I work with these companies because I respect the people there and I like them. Let's go flip back through here. There's our stream. Sorry bugging you. I whipped up some sick art for streamers. Want to peep it on Kick. Billy Amelia 11. Okay, so Billy Amelia. If you're real, I respect that. If you're not, what can I tell you? Kick is full of scam bots. They'll give you a link to go check your stuff out, and then they own everything you have. So, if you're real, I am interested in seeing art, especially for streamers. If you're real, go to X. It's right there. Go to X. That's my X profile, at Keystone Prime. Follow. And tag me. Post some art. Tag me. I'm willing to see it. It'd be awesome. I respect that. If you're real. If you're not, I'll never hear anything. Man, I need some coffee. I tell you what. I'll give you the BRB. And I'm going to go grab some coffee real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I know it seems like a bot conversation, but to be honest, I'm so tired, by the way. If you're interested, just drop your Discord or Insta on chat. Oh, God, I don't even remember my Instagram or my Discord. There you go. There you go. I am interested in seeing it. If you're real, I know. This modern hellscape has made everybody have to be super guarded about everything. My chat isn't popping up on this screen, and I'm not sure why. Let me take a look here. Chat box. Add source. Chat box standard. Add source. Okay. Let's move that chat box to over here. Maybe down there, and we'll contract it in a little bit. There we go. Now, there's got to be a way to have settings for that. Font size, there we go. We're gonna have to take it way on down. Hopefully that'll work. I wish there was one I could do just where it didn't have a frame or any of that goofy shit on it. No. No. Goofy shit. It's all going to have goofy shit on it, I guess. I think that's probably because of the way everything's set up. Alright. Let's take a look back at what we're looking at here. There we go. Let's go ahead and check through Keystone Prime. I have no idea what's going on today. Just same stuff, different place. Ryan Hall's looking at a live stream today and maybe Tuesday as well, apparently. It's looking at the possibilities for stuff from East Texas on into Louisiana, Arkansas, over into Dixie on the following day. Not much going on this morning. Just not much going on this morning. Oh. Pretty decent tornado in Thailand. Ripped up a village. Conditional tornado risk. Should conditions persist, the conditional risks are always the worst. If everything comes together right, then they could be tornadoes. Least favorite kind of day. I like them more guaranteed, you know what I mean? Instagram is Billy Amelia. Discord is Billy Amelia 12. 55 and 12, and you have an 11 behind your name here on Kick. Why the different numbers? Like, seriously, why the different numbers? Curious. And shout out to the plates that are bowls, too. Something about sports. I could not care less about sports. Average gas prices below $3 a gallon in 28 states right now, and the list should grow to 34 in the next week or so. And Charles Peak warning of the same thing. Ah, it's a pretty picture, isn't it? Jacob McMillan there. Most Americans oppose military action in Venezuela. Well, yeah. I'm sure they do. I approve of blowing up the drug boats. How about that? Your biggest customer is the United States, and you're shipping out chintzy Chinese fentanyl and trafficking it in as somebody who has to clean up this mess all the time? I agree. Blow you right out of the water. If Venezuela sends their military out because we're blowing up their narcotics boats, tells you everything you need to know about Venezuela, doesn't it? Maybe you should try not being communist so you could get off the shoe leather diet. Let's see. AI crap. I love Robert Succi, by the way. Guy always posts like inspiring looking stuff and pretty girls and all that, but like it's 99% of it's like AI. Good guy, though. Mike Witcher talking about a chilly weekend, chilly Thanksgiving. Yeah, beautiful, but probably AI. Jack Bro Moon. Loves the moon. Bro's really good at shooting that. Six Flags got a new CEO. Stalled car in Berkeley, Colorado causing backups. Oh, I can't wait for winter. It's going to be so nice. Alright, guys. We're going on 9:30 in the morning. Going on 9:30 in the morning. Thank you for hanging around. Thanks for sitting there and listening to me ramble while we chat. Thanks to everybody who checked back in. Billy Amelia. If you're real deal, I gave you where to find me. Publicly post some art. You can put watermarks on it. That's cool. I wouldn't expect anything less. I don't give out my art without watermarks on it too. Clyde 29 is now following on something. Not sure what. Clyde 29 is followed and it doesn't say where. That's weird. But Billy Amelia, if you're a real deal, not a bot, I respect that. I'm going to throw some art out there, see if we can make a deal. Fine with that. Find me on X, find me on Instagram. publicly post a watermarked picture of some of the art, man. And we'll talk. Oh, Clyde is on kick. Clyde 29, thanks for following, bud. Thanks for following. Yeah, it's been kind of cool this morning, but not a lot going on. Just kind of streaming for streaming's sake. Let's see what Reed posted. Live emergency update targeting strong tornado threat in eastern Texas. I love Reed, by the way. I've met him in person. Intense guy. But super cool dude. Super cool dude. He gets a lot of shit. But super cool dude. Probably one of the most famous storm chasers out there right now. Famous for being a storm chaser. Let's see what he got to say. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not.
Good morning, everybody. This is Extreme Meteorologist Reed Timmer. This is a live emergency update because we are targeting a threat of tornadoes across East Texas into western Louisiana, and that includes the threat of a strong tornado, and that's because of this perfect trough shape that is ejecting, and that's going to trigger a 30 to 40 knot low-level jet over East Texas. And the nose of that low-level jet is where the strongest wind shear is going to reside, but the greatest overlap of the low-level wind shear and the thermodynamics is going to happen over the Texas Piney Woods, a very difficult area to storm chase. Areas like Lufkin, Palestine, Centerville, up to the north of College Station, east of Waco, that triangle there.
He got a rental car from somewhere.
Possibility of even a regional tornado outbreak. But it is a little bit messy this morning.
Oh, Dominator 4's dead. That's right. He got totaled.
Turbulence back behind the squall line.
I hope that's not the dealership loaner. I hope that's not the dealership loaner car.
We're going to have a cluster of renegade supercells that's going to lift northeast, move into that strong low-level wind shear, and have a threat of a cluster of maybe some strong tornadoes focused across the Texas Piney Woods. So I've activated full-blown storm chase mode. I'm dropping southeast from the DFW Metroplex, and I'm going to target those renegade supercells that are forecast to develop as early as about 1 to 2 p.m. and then lift off to the northeast toward the Sabine River Valley area into western Louisiana. So definitely stay tuned to those severe weather watches and warnings. East Texas, up into western Louisiana, and possibly up into southern Arkansas. Never stop chasing.
Yeah, kind of what I figured. We'll be looking at that threat down there in Texas today. Cam. Let's see. Yeah, same thing Lauren Bostwick was talking about this morning. Storm Prediction Center putting a slide out there, 5% risk of tornadoes. And when it's Texas, 5% in second season, you chase. Apparently. I chase every 2% piece of garbage in Ohio. I always do. And you know what? I only do that because it's been successful in the past. I think me and Kylie were both out together on April 2nd for 2 years running, 2024 and 2025. Damn near got one in 2024. Just kind of skipped over where we were. It was tornadic before it got to where we were, and then it was tornadic after where we were. It just happened to pick a bad spot. Nothing this year. Nothing this year on that particular day. It was kind of disappointing. But you know what? I can't complain. Both of us scored big early in the season. We went on that high risk. I believe that was March 14th or March 15th. I know there was 2 concurrent days, and we were out on both of those days, but we had a little bit of an engagement to get to in Middle Tennessee for the overnight hours, and so we did not take the Illinois bait, and that would have been horrible. That just turned into a giant damage derecho in the middle of the night up there in Illinois. We went the following day, which was the Saturday, and we met up with Brandon Jarvis and Sarah Kasabian, Heath Lawler, field meteorologist Brett Adair, field meteorologist Tim Jones, a bunch of people, and we we almost scored on one in North Tuscaloosa. We missed it by about a minute. And then we all hauled ass to the west and got the tornado that destroyed some areas of Gordo, Alabama. And then like a week later, it was less than a week later. That was on Saturday, and then the following Friday we were filming a tornado on the ground in the back of the Bears cage down there in Metcalfe, Illinois. Made money on both of those. Josh Wicks. Hey bro, over on X, how you doing, man? Just doing a little bit of a talk stream here. Doing a little bit of a talk stream here. I've moved onto Twitter now instead of chatting on the facing booking. Yes. That's what I encourage everybody to do. Facebook is for boomers. But we are there right now. So no offense against boomers who might be watching. If you're watching me, you're a good one. So, yeah, we've just been kind of going through social media, going over models, chatting, bullshitting, and doing all the good stuff. So let me actually get my coffee that I left for. It's across the room. Hold on. Josh from JN Photography. Always love your stuff, bud. I gotta figure something out with how close this thing sits to the damn curtain. It just gets tied up in the curtain all the time. That's no good. Eyes hurt. My head hurts. And we're getting on around 9:40 in the morning now. Here pretty soon I'm going to be ending the stream because I have things I need to box up. I have a tablet and a laptop, a GPS kit that I sold, so I've got to get those in the mail. They're sitting downstairs with shipping labels right now. I always have some equipment available somewhere. Once again, go on over to YouTube, check out the 2025 Winter Fleet Update. Because I put that video together the other day. Need some eyeballs on that. You just get a general feel, because when I say fleet, I mean fleet. There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them. 3 of them are functional chase rigs. Okay? Go take a look. It's awesome. All types of tech and gear. Truck 3, the Jeep Compass that I originally started with, is still here. It's still ugly, it's still armored, and it's still going strong, still running well. 3 out of 4 of those trucks are Chrysler products, and 3 out of 4 of them piss all over the ground all the time. Figure out which ones are which. It's not hard. That's fine. I'm oiling the earth. It's fine. It's horsepower sweat. Come down on the 29th to the city of Butler, Pennsylvania on Saturday the 29th, 5 or 6 p.m. There will be starting the Spirit of Butler Christmas Parade. That is hosted by Butler Radio, WBUT. And we're going to be out in the field in force. We're actually going to live stream from the parade as well. Now, I wish that we had it together enough to have another field correspondent on the ground, like talking to people, yucking stuff up. And I think we've got a good plan moving forward for next year to try to expand our coverage of the Christmas parade. Maybe we'll do some Christmas stuff during the season. Think that would be fun. Be something to do when there's no snow falling and I'm not out in the field itself. Of course, I built this studio back here with the jumbo wall and the big whiteboard and studio monitors and lights and everything else, just so we have a place to do some of these forecasts and talk shows and stuff like that from. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Come on down, see Truck One, see me, see Field Meteorologist, Chief Meteorologist Joe Gambita, Pittsburgh Weather Dude. If you're a fan of Pittsburgh Weather Dude, 412 Weather Dude, he will be in attendance in his role with Keystone Prime. I love Joe. Been working with him for a few years now. Excellent guy. Stand-up guy, solid guy. Man, what else, man? I got some stuff I gotta do today. Gotta change the oil in truck 2. I've gotta finish getting this house picked up. Which basically just entails laundry. I gotta do some laundry. Put some things in the mail, get some things shipped. I think it'll be good. Thanks, Josh from JN Photography. Bill Millington. Bill Mill on the Hill in Fenleyville. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Clyde29, new subscriber on Kick. I don't think Billy Amelia is a follower on Kick. Not sure why. Maybe you should follow. Once again, Billy, if you're the real deal, find me on X or find me on Instagram. Publicly post image of the art with put some watermarks on it. You don't want people stealing it. I understand that. Just go ahead and do that and show me what you're dealing with there. If you're not a bot, if you're real, that'd be cool. We can make a deal. So let me know. All right, guys, I'm gonna be shutting down here momentarily here on the channel. Thanks everybody for tuning in. More stuff coming up later in the week. Might do another talk stream or two if there's anything interesting going on. Who knows? Maybe if we get some action out in Texas with those tornadoes going on, we can do some radar streaming and point stuff out on our weatherwise.app radar here. And once again, thanks to our channel sponsors, weatherwise.app, Welcome Home Property Management, Mobile Must Have, Rome Link by Mobile Must Have, mobilemustHave.com. Thanks, guys. Love you all. And until next time, I am B. Dean Barry. I am sitting in a room. Please give me something to do. Thank you for watching.